All right, here we go. Enchantrix, hello! I checked out your edit, and I very much enjoyed it. I didn't realize it was on your YouTube at first. I thought it was maybe like an Instagram or something, but I did check it out. So hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay. Let me check the sound here. Cool. Yes. All right. We have I keep muting myself. I'm sorry. Hello. I don't know why it keeps muting me. We're not going to touch it. We're not going to touch it. Okay. Sorry. I think we can hear me now. When this is green, we're good. When it's red, just apparently it's like some sort of a touch thing. We'll leave it. Sorry I wasn't here last week. Um, I was very sick, and I didn't actually even get home until after the episode aired. But we're here this week, and we have 3 more episodes after this. Tell him, Mr. Anderson. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. We'll do this. All right, and I believe we are good. How has everybody been? What's up, Forsaken? Yo, 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 yo. Hello, everybody. I do get sick a lot. I have a very bad immune system. Um, Part of a disorder I was born with. But hey, it is what it is. We don't let it hold us back, huh? Um, what is going on, everybody? The episode drops, I'm gonna say, in 16 minutes. I'm gonna say the episode is gonna be dropping at 12:50 my time, which would be 11:50 Pacific time and 2:50 Eastern time. If you're watching right now on Eastern time, good for you. True fans. True fans. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. I appreciate the get well soons. Yeah, I'm not 100% better yet, but we're still kind of better. Let me pull up Disney Plus here, making sure we have everything. My microphone up here. Let's just make sure. Come on. There you go. I logged into my one of my Disney Plus accounts because you know how you can have multiple profiles the other day, and I was like trying to watch Moon Knight episode 2 and I couldn't find it, and I guess there was parental settings on it, and this is kind of ranked in the PG 16, 17, something like that. I prefer. I see a few people asking me if I prefer Mr. Knight or Moon Knight. I definitely prefer Moon Knight. So I want to test something out. If I play this, can you all? Oh, well, you can obviously hear that. It's coming from my speakers. But
Get it out of here!
can you hear it? You can't hear that, but if I turn that off, you can't hear it. Cool. Because if I'm not mistaken, let me see here. That's not it. Yeah, I'm playing Moon Knight episode 2 right now, and you can't see anything. It's just a black screen, which they changed that. So, huh. Hey, I love the Mr. Knight costume as well. I'm not saying I don't like it. I just think the Moon Knight costume is pretty cool. They're both really cool, and you'll see both again tonight. I think this one, out of all the episodes, has the most, definitely the coolest action. I don't know if I could say the most action. Actually, yeah, I probably like the most action. Yeah. Yeah, I used to be able to like, give y'all like little wrong screen, give y'all little flashes of like what was happening. But now Disney Plus figured something out to where if you try to like screen record it or anything like that, yeah, it's completely blank. Hello, 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 hello. Spectacular. I saw that comment about Jake. I have a theory about that. I have a theory about that. All right, so this is working. Where have I seen up to? I have seen up to episode 4. So I have not seen 5 or 6. And 4 ends, I won't say anything. I was going to try to, I don't think it's a spoiler, but some people might say it's a spoiler. It really makes you go, whoa, like what's happening? Like that's all I can say, because I think that's what the last couple episodes did. I think they made you think like, what, is it crazy? Like, is he actually crazy, or is it real, right? Which I think episode 2 was more along the lines of like, yeah, it's real. Just because people can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. Clearly, you have to have some type of like godly touch to it, right? Which Harrow has because he's Amit's avatar, and Mark/Steven does. Excuse me. So yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Do I know anything Mando's culture about who saw the 5 leak? So I don't know how true this is because I'm on the press list. This is how I get to see everything, right? For Disney, I'm marked as an influencer and a press, someone who reports on things for them and stuff like that. So um, I get these screeners and I get invited to the premieres and stuff. I did not get episode 5. I got episodes 1 through 4. Um, but rumor has it some got 5. Uh, I don't know how true that is. I don't know anyone personally that has gotten episode 5. Um, but apparently some did, and some people were saying episode 4 was their favorite until they saw episode 5. I don't know. Haven't seen episode 5. And I won't spoil anything about episode 4. All I can say is I do think 3 is better than the first and the second one. And I think I enjoyed the second one more than the first as well. Some people were like, "Oh, you said 2 was better than 1 and it wasn't." It's like, "I'm sorry you didn't think so. I thought it was." Guys, if you spam, you're going to get timed out. Aloha, Warren. Red Room Trainer Played. Aloha, back to you. Question: If Midnight gets a second season, which villain would you like to see Mark go up against? Personally, like the Punisher. That would be really cool. I'd really like Dracula. And yo, check this out. Let's talk about this. I don't know if you saw. How would I bring this up? How would I bring this up on the stream? I think there's a way. Hold on, let me try. I don't know if y'all saw Ethan Hawke's interview. I think it was Jimmy Fallon. Let's check that out. Ethan Hawke, not Hawkeye. Jimmy Fallon. Is he? I wonder if it'll show. Yeah. Moon Knight fan theories. All right, so let me try to find this because this theory is actually like really cool, and it made me think like, what? Like, I know I have it on my phone somewhere. Hold on. They hit me with that 15-second ad. All right, hold on. All right, so check this out. Let's watch this. Everybody check this out. One of these theories like kind of blew my mind. Hold on, let me unmute it. Everybody should be able to hear this. All right, so listen. Ismail Montoya, any first appearances in episode 3? I mean, yes, because they introduce new people. Anyone significant? I won't say. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't want to spoil. Either answer is a spoiler. I've learned now to not really answer these. So I can't say. I appreciate the super chat. I mean, new people are in it, right? They go to new places and stuff. Is anyone significant? We'll see. But check this out, guys. Check this theory out and how Ethan Hawke responds to it. I want to know what you guys think, but here you go.
And there are already fan theories about your character. And I thought maybe you could either debunk them or maybe hint.
All right. Here we go.
That this could actually.
You haven't heard this, right?
Get you in trouble with Mark.
All right. I signed an NDA, but let's go. Let's hear it.
There is there's a fan theory that the Hulk will appear in Moon Knight.
That would be cool, right? That would be cool. Except I know Mark Ruffalo, and I think if we were in the same show, he would have at least.
Wait, is the episode out? Are you guys for reals? Nope, not out for me. All right, continue this. Can y'all hear this? Can we hear this? Hey, Bradley Jones, thank you, appreciate that. Can't. Oh, that is so loud. I turned up my headset. Ritwick, hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for the super chat. We're doing well, thank you. Chances that events happen at midnight, pre-snap, and hope. You know, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. I enjoy those theories that talk about, you know, pre-snap and, you know, maybe he comes back and that's how he's kind of sharing this body. I enjoy those theories. I think this, I don't know if it takes place before or after the snap. I really don't. But I don't think they would like say like, oh, that's why he's got like this mental disorder. But we'll see. You never know. All right, you can hear it. Cool. There we go.
Texting me or something. So I don't think that one's got a lot of legs.
All right, so that was Hulk, whatever.
Maybe
But they're going over
we didn't buy- we
theories.
didn't buy
Ethan
that.
Hawke's reacting. All right.
We think.
So check this out.
Yeah, we
kept
think
that
the
whole
Hulk is in it.
Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
secret,
Exactly.
so,
It
you
did.
know.
Yeah. All right. There's a fan theory that Blade will appear in.
Blade.
Stop. Now you're playing with. Now you're playing. Now you're just playing with me. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Would you have got a text from Blade?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wish Blade was there. I would have been cool.
Okay.
He's like, is this it? Here? This theory. This theory.
What's the last one? This is my favorite fan theory. This one says, since not a lot is known about your character Arthur Harrow, some fans speculate that Arthur Harrow is a decoy name, and you're actually playing the villain Dracula.
That is awesome. I so want that to be true. I mean, but your expectation is so intense. I want to say yes so bad. Yeah. I am Dracula.
Oh, wow!
You heard it here first. The hell with the lawyers. Dracula it is.
Oh, my God. All right, all right, so that one, all right, good, yeah. So you're not.
I want to be Dracula so bad.
Okay. Marvel watches. Yeah, so Dracula, we can make.
So I think that would be just like the coolest thing ever. Like if he was Dracula, like that would be so cool, man. Like that would be so cool. If he like and just ended up being Dracula the whole entire time. Forsaken, thanks for the super chat. I don't have to do that. We talk all the time. My favorite Disney Plus show so far is Loki. I haven't seen the final episodes of Moon Knight. They could change that. Like I really like Moon Knight a lot. It's probably my second or third. Definitely Loki and WandaVision. Like they're up there, for sure. Thanks for that super chat, bud. But isn't that cool? Like that could totally be real, and they could just be like, "Why don't you go ahead and act like that?" Like, be like, "Oh, you wish it was real," and blah blah blah, and kind of tease them a little bit. But then it's gonna be real, and they're not gonna expect it's real because you already kind of fake admitted it. I think that would be so funny, so clever. I think. But I think that would be it. Like he's Dracula. I think it'd be really really cool. Really, 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 really cool. Really cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Diller. Imagine if that's true. Like, that'd be so crazy if they, like, really gave it to us like that. My jacket keeps, like, coming up. All right, let's...
Right in.
Nope,
right in.
stop. Let's check. Nope, I'm guessing in 4 more minutes. 4 minutes and it's going to be up. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Still a little sick. I'm sorry if I keep coming. Yeah, Aiden, Lizerovich. I'm waiting for Duchamp to come. Waiting. Oh, did I miss a super chat? It says Dallas Bonilas donated $2 to super chat. I'm so sorry. I don't see it. Corgi Vamp, hey, what's up? How's it going? Good to see you again. Thanks for super chatting. Yeah, that would be really cool if he was playing a combination of the Sun King and him. You're unprofessional, real rejects. Get out of here. Do your own live stream. Go. Hi, Greg. How's it going? Love and miss you. Let me find that super chat. So sorry. Let me, I know where to find it. Dallas Beneos, Warren, you go to Doctor Strange premiere. I am. I got invited yesterday, actually. Found it. It didn't show up on my comments over here, Dallas Beneos, so apologize about that. But I got you here. Yes, I am. I'm going to the Doctor Strange premiere. I'm very excited about that. Apparently the cast is big. Yeah, Jonathan Cahoon, what is up? A member of the channel. Thank you so much for being a member. I'm so sorry. Am I a Stranger Things fan? I am, and I did see the trailer today, and it looks pretty freaking cool. And that new villain looks scary and intense, and yeah. You're going to the Strange premiere? Says the person who texted me. Hey man, did you get the invite? I just got the invite. Don't try to fool people. Everyone drink your G Fuel. Use code Cosmic if you order G Fuel online. Boom, boom, boom. Where's the Doctor Strange premiere? It's in LA. They're all in. Well, I guess they randomly do some in New York, but that's typically like. Okay, so I figured out if I move this, it mutes it. I don't really like that. I mean, it has a button under here, but now if I move it, why? Why? All right, I think it is out in. Hi, Sue. How's it going? I'm all right today. I'm better than last week, but still a little sick, unfortunately. Yeah, Forsaken. I'm actually getting a place in LA hopefully pretty soon. I own a house here in Utah, so I'm not gonna just completely move, but yeah, I am probably getting a place out there in LA soon. I can't really disclose too much of that, but it'll be a cool situation when and hopefully when it happens. For those asking when it's out, I think it's out now. It's 12:50. They usually drop them 10 minutes before. And look at that, episode 3, right on the dot, 12:50. Oh, I gotta get a timer up. Or is it stopwatch? Stopwatch. That's what I use. All right, we are about to start this. Mr. Anderson, are you ready? I'm gonna assume you're ready because you've been timing people out and stuff. Forsaken, you're in here as well. It is indeed out. All right, we're gonna start this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit. Oh, I didn't start the stopwatch.
It must be very difficult having all those voices inside one head. Expect.
No, I'm not gonna be able to play the
Can't you?
music, unfortunately. So right to PC streaming. Nope. That's not gonna work. I didn't think this through. Oh well. You know what? I can just use my phone to monitor chat. Hey, fat man. Oh, you're in Florida? Nice. That's where I'm from. I was born in Pensacola and grew up in Orlando. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah. Summon the suit. I'm excited for y'all to see this episode. I really am. Is everything? Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, here we go. course he is. It's funny because I figure there are like real people out here who do this stuff, like create fake IDs and stuff. Like they're out there somewhere. Hey, gaming vibes. What's up, Sparky Plays? Ricky246 full. What's going on? I really wish I could give y'all like the little flashes of the screen like I used to, but dang. Like if I pull this here, what do you see? Just a black screen. Dang it. Well, I mean, we're watching it, but I'm not showing it, which is how I'm allowed to watch it. I used to be able to show parts of it, but Disney blocked that now. I looked for a lot of clues here when I was doing my breakdown. And I'll have to look through more. Oh, I need to turn subtitles on. Get some hints at some things. English. Yeah, Enchantrix, remember how I used to be able to show some of the screen? Can't do that anymore, fortunately. I also really wonder who this is. I question if this is Duchamp, because we haven't seen Duchamp yet. There's the Marvel credits. I actually really like this music. And the desert. Excuse me. Well, tell him to hurry up, Enchantrix. Arius Bjork. I don't think there was a Doctor Doom tease. Some people might think so, but I don't think so. And now it points down. But is it that simple? Oh, that guy was the cop from the... Oh, and that was the girl. I love how she's like, Mark Spector's tracking us. He's like, I know. What did you expect? Yeah, sorry guys. I wish I could... Oh, this part's so cool. Alright, we're just gonna watch this part. Some big old knives. The little kid. I guess he's not a little kid. He's probably like 18 or something. Oh, this part. I thought it. I love how it just gets rid of the kid. Those dang reflections allowing him back in. That part, like, is kind of funny to me. Because obviously, like, they were just trying to kill him, and then he runs into them again, and they're like, just let us go, man. Like, why would he just let you go? You weren't going to let him go. You're going to kill him. I do like the music. It's pretty cool music. The soundtrack is available by, like, Hollywood Records, I think it said. Steven just needs to stop. Dead. I love the violence. His legs broken. Yeah. Guess you were wrong about that one, can't you? You guys listening to this part right here? You guys listening to this part right here? That's Jake Lockley. That's all I'm gonna say. He's got to be there somewhere. Just risk the wrath. I love this part. Healing armor. I like that line. I Any good ideas? I have a bad one. Love it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. God of the moon. Conchu's the god of the moon. I'm about to be called upon. This is so cool. I love this part. A meeting of the Ennead. This is really cool. Love how excited he is. Look how cool that is. I know it's not out for some people, so I'm gonna avoid like really saying some things about the episode, but it's so cool. This whole scene right here, I really like. Hot Thor. No, I'm not sponsored by Adidas, Jeremy. So cool. That's Hot Thor. Isis. Control. Love it. So cool. The might of gods. Isn't it, Mr. Anderson? It's super cool. I mean, he knew. He said, what did he say? I'm about to be called upon. Oh, that's rude. He called him a makeshift avatar. shamed God. Literally playing on his mental illness. Cheap shot. Not really sure I buy that. Not sure I believe Harrow. I actually think Harrow has like a mental illness as well. Like clearly, if he wants Ahmed to like kill all these people who will sin and haven't sinned, but I think he has some sort of mental illness as well. Use your words. I just realized the irony here. I won't say it because I know some people can't watch it right now who are in the chat, but I just realized a big irony there. That's funny. Hmm. Did they just take the cups, or they? It's Conchu. Yeah, I saw that Gilbert Gottfried passed away today. That's sad. Really, really, really sad. He's not the best at apologies, is he? I do like that this is a more mature, more mature show. Mogart, for the comic fans, that name should ring a bell. That name should ring a bell. Yeah, thanks, Musa. Appreciate that. Yeah, Marcus, it is a more serious show, and I like that about it a lot. I feel like, yeah, I do like find it funny that he just kind of like abandoned his wife. Like, yeah, I get it. Conchi wants her as the next avatar, and he wants to protect her and everything, but like, he could have told her. It's pretty close, but Loki's my favorite show still. We'll see how it ends. The ending will judge. We'll judge the ending. Hey, Channel the Great. You get it. You're a comic fan. You know it. There you go. A lot of friends with a lot of gun. The name of episode 3 is The Friendly Type. In the Maldives. I wonder what this game's called. He says it here, but I didn't have subtitles. Like when they send it to us to watch, they don't have subtitles. So I didn't catch the name of it. But they're gonna say right here what it's called. You guys hear that? I'm not gonna spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but you heard that? That's a big Easter egg. El Merma. El Merma Games. Al Merma is an annual race organized in the villages. An annual race? Hmm. So what's really sad is this actor died like a few months ago in the skiing accident. Gaspard Ulliel, French actor. Really sad. Really sad that he died a few months ago, right after he got done with this. It is, Mr. Anderson. You are right. Well, Mr. X, hold tight in this episode. Hold tight just a little bit. Hold tight, Mr. X. Hey Juan, thanks for the sub. It started. We're 27 minutes into it. Fortunately, Disney blocks me from showing it. It's just like a black screen right here. Some of you guys can see this in the timer. Just a black screen. If I could show it, I would. I'm sorry. It's so nice having subtitles. Coded. Oh, thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. I'm not promising like gore, Mr. X, but there's some cool stuff. He's praying. I wonder what those masks are in the background. Cartonnage, that's what it is. No, I feel you, Enchantrix. I feel you. I prefer 3, Antlope. I prefer this episode. It's the best so far. She called him Mark. Speaking Arabic, I thought he spoke. Oh, thank you, Musa. Appreciate that. The treasure. Oh, thank you, Kumar. Appreciate that. Marcus, dang, Arthur everywhere. That just looks like the Power Stone to me. Like it's made of the Power Stone. What time is it in America? It is 1:22 a.m. Hey, Antonio, I appreciate that. Thank you. Summon the suit! I wish they told us what he was saying. Enchantrix, where do you live? Yes, alright, here we go. Moon Knight. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Earl Clarence. Love that. Crescent darts. Ah, nice, New Zealand. No capes. That's why you have no capes. I do love the cape, Mr. Anderson. But people always want to grab the heroes by the capes. I am going to the premiere, yes. Broken arm. Boom. Broken leg. Yeah. Chill the F out. Oh, love that. Oh. Stabby, stab, stab. Yes, I do, Musa. Ah. Crescent. What did you think, Mr. X? You like that scene? I think that scene was freaking awesome. It's an awesome scene. Awesome scene. The endings of this episode's really good too. Definitely prefer Marvel. Wasn't that good, Anthony? Alright, take the money, Mark. Take the money, Mark. Yeah, it was, Mr. Anderson. That was a great battle. Loved it. How much time left? Probably like 10 minutes. Probably a little less because it's a 15-minute episode, but you know how long the credits are. So I'd say about like 9 minutes left. These guys are always being followed. They need to like learn how to lose a tail. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Appreciate that. I try not to like say too much because I know some people are in the chat who like can't watch it while we watch it. So I try not to be too spoilery. Otherwise, I'd just be spitting out a bunch of different things. Because I've already done my breakdown on this episode because Marvel sent me the first 4 episodes. This part's pretty cool though. That would be pretty cool, Enerud. I appreciate that, Aaron. Hope you continue to enjoy. Ah, thanks, Marcus. Appreciate that. It'll be coming out tomorrow. Well, today, technically. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Kamar, I don't know about that. Not sure at all. I love how Steven learned like everything that he knows just by trying to stay awake at night. Like he studied, ancient Egyptian, hieroglyphics, like constellations, all this stuff. Like just Egyptians invented modern navigation. He learned this by trying to stay up at night. It's French. Most people know that, Mark or Steven. That's confusing. Jeez. Even in my breakdowns, I'll catch myself be like, and Steven. Oh wait, no, that was Mark that did that. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Steven is pretty great. I love Steven. Lest we know exactly what the sky looked like on that date. I remember every night. This is so cool. Such a sad line right there. This is so cool. This is mental. Everyone else can see it too. And that's the problem. That's what he was told not to do. Surprisingly painful. Chanting in Coptic. No. Gotcha. Dang. I don't think this is going to mess up the timeline. See ya, Musa. Have a good time. Gods are a little sus to me. Some of them. You suck, Harrow. I was thinking the same thing, Mr. Anderson. Don't touch him! Rude. He technically is an avatar. He's an avatar for Amit. Your torment forged me. I owe my victory to you. There you go. Episode 3. I personally think that's the best episode so far. What do you all think? I definitely think that's the best episode so far. There is no post credit. Trust me. I've searched. Let's do Discord. Discord. Right, Marcus? I definitely think it was the best episode yet. I for sure like that episode the most so far. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it more or less than episode 4. I've only seen episode 4 once. It's pretty. Episode 4 reminds me of Indiana Jones. Alrighty. Episode 3 is out. We just watched it. Yeah. I don't. Contract sign with Marvel. I mean, I sign like NDAs and contracts when I go to like premieres and stuff. Obviously, they make you sign things that's like, you won't do spoilers and you won't show like when I get sent all these episodes. One, my name is like watermarked right on it, so I'm like staring at my name the whole entire time. But they obviously make you sign stuff then, right? You know, not allowed to do this. If you do it, you get sued. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. So yeah. But besides that, no, I don't have like I'm just considered press and considered an influencer who's on their press list. Jonathan enjoyed episode 2 more. Yeah, you're gonna run into that a little bit more, Jonathan. That storyline. To be fair, it is part of the origin, but yeah. Rich Tang, I don't know, but I do believe they hinted at him pretty heavy this time, pretty in a pretty big way. Yeah, the watermark is like right on the screen the entire time, and yeah. Yeah, Jake was very much implied in this episode. Hi, Chris. I know, right? Oh, you hadn't seen that one. Voice and video. So you're saying I can switch my camera input? I've tried it before. What? Huh? Are you there? I don't hear Chris anymore. Chris. Oh, you can't hear me? You can't hear me? Oh no. Hold. We're working on it. Input device. It says you should be able to hear me, Christopher. Hello? Hello? Let's try this. Why can't he hear me? That doesn't make any sense. Can y'all, I guess y'all can't even hear Chris right now, can you? I'm trying to get him in. Chris? Chris? Hello? No, he can't hear me. Why can't he hear me? Voice and video. Input. Check. Check. Yeah, it says he should be able to hear me. Weird. I don't know what to do. Do they change the origin, Jake? Who's the real antagonist of the show? I mean, I think it's gonna be Ahmet. What is happening? What? Looks like you're another voice channel. You want to switch to two? Yeah. How do you hear me trying to talk? Yes, I can. I can hear you, Chris. Yes, I can. Hello? No, hello? Hello? Hi. There you go. Okay. We were working on that for a while. Talk so I can.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
Now
didn't realize you were here talking.
people should be able to hear you now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I definitely can't switch my video input. I just tried it.
That's weird. You have to deactivate it from Streamlabs, that's why. But that's okay, I guess.
Okay, so you didn't see the third episode. What do you think of the third episode?
Oh, I very much enjoyed it. I had seen it, but I very much enjoyed it.
I
Regardless.
think it was the best episode.
You think it's the best one so far?
I
It's
think
a
it's the
different
best one.
tone. It's slower.
I didn't think it was slower. I thought it was more than the other
Really?
ones. Yeah, because
It
they.
seemed like they're giving us a lot of information, which I feel like can slow it down a little bit.
I think they had they had that whole fight in the beginning and where he's like stabbing people, like actually stabbing people, and then
Yeah, there's definitely some intense scenes for sure.
and then the Moon Knight scene was more than we've got because in the first episode Moon Knight's only in it at the very end, and then in the second episode he's in it for a little bit, but it's more like a funny scene than it is like an action scene. This one he's like getting stabbed and stabbing people.
Oh yeah, no, that ending fight with Moon
This one it had the gods. I heard you say something about Bast. Bast statue was definitely in there.
Best statue. They were asking me which avatar was best.
No, the Avatar was. They announced everybody that was there present,
Yeah.
and he wasn't. He wasn't there. Yeah, he wasn't there. So, all right, everyone, rate the episode. What did we do last time? Not 1 through 10. A plus
plus,
to
A
F
minus.
minus. No.
Yeah.
F minus, not A minus.
Well, I'm saying,
Rate
I was saying A minus, B
the-
minus. C.
everyone rate the episode between A plus and A minus. You have 3 choices. Bradley Jones, thanks for super chat. When they mentioned Madripoor, was that a reference to the Falcon and Winter Soldier? Absolutely. Absolutely. Jonathan Cahoon, yeah, I agree. This does feel more like the Marvel Netflix shows than it does like the Disney Plus shows. It's definitely darker. It's definitely, I think, meant for more mature audiences. They say the S word so much, I love it. And at one point, he's like, "Let's chill the F out." Like,
Take the body back. Take the body back.
right. I wonder if they're sitting there like, "How many F bombs do we get? How many?
One.
None."
Get one.
You can say F off. Like, oh, jeez.
say
Oh, okay. Here, they're pouring in.
I got a lot of A's.
I got
A lot of
A's and B's,
I
and
got solid A's.
not
Nothing else.
an overwhelming amount of B's.
I have only A's at the moment.
I got a G plus from Daniel Gary here. I don't a G plus.
Oh, one B plus. One B.
Ismail Montoya, was that a Wakanda avatar? No, I know who you're talking about. She is the avatar for. I have it in my notes here from doing my breakdown. I wrote out the entire breakdown. I just got to record it now. All right. Who was that? That is Hathor.
Goddess of
Or
love and music, wasn't it?
yeah, love of
I
music.
don't remember the name, but that's what
Hathor. Hathor.
Hathor, yeah.
Goddess of love. Yeah, that's how I have my notes here. Hathor. Yeah. And I'm thinking that like Khonshu and Hathor might have been like lovers or something like that. It certainly seemed that way, didn't it?
I think there was something interesting to take away from that whole council part. Like you were mentioning the statue of Bast that was there.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bast isn't an Egyptian god.
In Marvel Comics, he is.
That's fair. In Marvel Comics, she's not. Or they're not. But let's assume that they still aren't. That does show that the Egyptian gods and other gods do counsel together potentially.
Yeah, and if you noticed actually, so here's my deal. I'm trying to burp, but I can't. Here's my deal. Like, the gods, at least some of them, seem a little sus to me, because I'm like,
Sure.
you didn't investigate anything.
Right.
Like you're just sitting there
It would've been
like,
so easy to find
right.
out.
You don't just want to like maybe scan the desert a little
Just
bit
check this
to
out a
find
little
these
bit.
thousands of people digging
Use
for
your powers to like read his mind and his intentions.
Right, exactly. It's like you're not gonna dig a little bit, like
Like,
a
no,
little
we
bit.
don't like you, Khonshu, so
Right.
you're wrong.
And that's pretty much all it was. It was like, nah, screw you, Khonshu. You've been causing problems for us. We don't really want to listen to you. And then at the end, they just like let Arthur in. Like, oh yeah, go ahead, talk to the statue,
Yeah,
grab
but
it.
Arthur,
Yeah,
you're
no
not
big.
even technically an avatar for anybody, so why don't you come in and talk?
I hear people saying that, but isn't he Amit's avatar? He's Amit's avatar.
He's not there as Amit's avatar because the whole argument was that he wasn't trying to free Amit.
That's true, I guess. Yeah.
And
But
Amit's not
he
free.
is Amit's avatar.
He's trying.
yeah.
I think he's trying to.
I
be
think
there,
he's
like,
he's
the
mentioned
goal.
that because he said that the staff was a gift to Amit's first avatar. Doesn't necessarily say he's the first avatar, but now he has it. So I want to assume he's the avatar because he has her power.
I mean, he obviously is in commune with her.
Right, because he has her power, so I would assume Moon Knight gets the costume. He gets the Power Stone staff. It looks like a Power Stone.
Yeah.
Looks like the Power Stone stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, the leader
Definitely
god.
some cosmic god stuff going on right before Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, right. Someone just mentioned, yeah, the leader god seems sus. That was Osiris. It does seem kind of sus. Like, seriously, just like you're not going to investigate anything at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. Like, just go look at the desert real quick. You know? Just a tiny, tiny little bit. So, about the woman helping Layla in the beginning, I think that might be Duchamp. I think they might change that character completely from the comics. Yeah. I don't know, because the story is already, like, a little weird. I'm thinking maybe Bushman did kill Mark and the father, but he's just not going to be, like, a very prominent character. They're going to try to make it seem like Mark killed her, but really it was, you know, this other mercenary named Bushman that I was working with, and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So I think he'll drop the name, but he won't be, like, anything major like he was to Moon Knight in the comics.
Yeah, I wonder a lot of those connections that they're going to do. And that's the fun about the shows versus the comics and what we already know about the character. One, Moon Knight still has a lot of story to be told, even from what we have in the comics. But then on top of that, now in the series, you know, Marvel can go whatever direction they want. They can change anything they want. Stuff like these details you're pulling out now. Like, you see a character, like, that character could actually end up being somebody important.
Right.
Later on, so.
Yeah. R.I.P. to Gaspard Ulliel, who played
Oh, yes.
Midnight Man is his name in the
Absolutely.
comics. Midnight Man.
Didn't seem to be as prominent of a role as in the comics, but definitely, yeah.
Yeah. John Martinez, thanks for super chat. We'll see. We'll see about that if Professor X gets killed in the movie. Tahun Sinha, thanks for super chat. What was that Madripoor reference about? I just think that she's dealt, you know, she stated in the beginning that, like, she's stolen artifacts and stuff before, and she's kept some to pay the bills, which obviously means she sold them. So, and, you know, all that criminal activity goes down in Madripoor, right? So if you steal, like, a famous Egyptian artifact that, like, the cops are going to be looking for, how are you going to sell that? You're going to go to Madripoor. Right. So, does she know Sharon Carter? Does she know the Power Broker? Who knows, you know? Like,
I'll say the first real connection to the MCU.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, this has been completely disconnected up until that reference.
Yeah.
Was such a slight and subtle reference. Didn't really mean much, I don't think, other than, hey, look, Madripoor's still there in this same world. Like, keep that in mind, guys. It's like a little remember.
Oh, for sure. I definitely don't think it means anything for Moon Knight, but maybe they connect other things down the road.
Oh, of course. And I think Moon Knight inevitably ends up being connected to the MCU. Like, there's no world that doesn't.
Oh, no. I mean, it already, technically, like what you said right there, it just got connected. Well, here's a good question I want to answer because it's just a good question. Where did it go? Oh, no, I just saw it. Where did it go? Jay Consiglio. Khonshu gone, does that mean his power is gone? Yes, because there's a specific scene where Khonshu... Hey, look, it's Alley Cat. Oh, bye, Alley Cat. Oh, no, bye.
We don't have a way for her to hear us, and we only have one camera.
Oh, gotcha.
So we need to get another camera, and she can join Discord upstairs. Super chat, love you guys, and keep killing it. The gods are being manipulated. Thank you, Jake Hedge.
Yeah, but to go back to that, Khonshu made it very clear before he made an eclipse. He was like, the last time...
Oh, my great cause.
Yeah, he's like, what's the worst that could happen? And he's like, they, you know, would turn me into stone. And Mark's like, I could think of worse things. And he's like, oh, yeah, try fighting everybody when you don't have the suit. Right, exactly. So it's...
Which I thought was cool.
Right.
We definitely got a showcase of a lot of what the suit does.
Right.
We haven't had.
I mean, he got stabbed so many times. He blocked bullets. We saw the crescent darts. Yeah, right. We saw the crescent darts come out. We saw the crescent cape. The crescent cape was busted out. That was really cool. The crescent cape busted out.
His cape during that fight scene, and I was like, No kicks.
That's what I said too. No caps.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad we saw that.
anytime there's a superhero who gets grabbed by
No
the cape,
caps.
no caps. Anytime. Yeah, I'm thinking the scene where they bust out Khonshu is gonna be pretty epic.
Oh yeah. I
I'm
mean, and he literally said to Steven,
tell
tell
Mark
Mark
to save me.
to
Yeah,
like get me out.
to
Like,
set me
is
free.
it that
Yeah,
easy?
to
Can
free
Mark
me.
just go break the statue or something?
Yeah. What happens? You just break it? Um, I don't know. I thought we got the best fight scenes in this one. I thought it was actually cool. Like we literally saw him like stabbing people and
Oh no, it
blood on
was.
the knives, and it's not like
I don't
super
know. I feel
gory,
like
but I
I
do think
watched.
it's more violent than what we've seen.
Yeah, I watch stuff outside of the MCU, obviously. So do you and everybody
Right.
else. So like compared to that, it's still very mild mannered. So it's hard to like remember like, hey, this is actually the MCU. Like this is kind of intense for the MCU. But when you compare it to like other things, like just even Peacemaker, like that's a whole different type of thing. But this is Marvel. This is Disney. This is literally on Disney Plus. So it is
Right.
kind of crazy to see that transition, and that's like kind of bodes well for the future with Deadpool coming and
Oh, for sure.
maybe Midnight Suns and stuff like that. So.
Well, and I told the story like pre-chat, so I'm pretty sure only some people have heard it at this point. Um, excuse me. I like you know how like on Disney Plus you can have like multiple accounts.
Yeah.
So I guess I had like one set up on my iPad that was like on a different profile, and it was funny because like I logged on, and I was like gonna watch a Moon Knight episode just to recap, and then I was like, I don't see Moon Knight. Why is it not like front row center like it's one of Disney Plus's like brand new shows? And I clicked on Marvel and I couldn't find it. I'm like, what's going on? So the parental settings I had wouldn't show it
Oh, because it's
because
too
it's like
low.
PG-16 or something like that,
Whatever,
and
right?
I only had it to like PG-13, so I couldn't see it. So I had to change them. So they definitely have changed their parental settings.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome though, right? That's gonna work out
It's
for
a
a lot of
good for
families.
Deadpool and
Right,
yeah.
which means we can still get it.
Yeah. Tal Zanko, thanks for the super chat. We're going to see Jacob come out. I think we saw, well, we didn't see Jake come out, but
Definitely a hint at
when
it.
Mark is like, what the hell are you doing, Steven? Steven's like, I didn't do this. Mark's like, I didn't do this. I think that was Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be, right?
It should, I mean, I don't know who else it would be.
But it's definitely interesting. That Khonshu has a third secret personality that he's kept secret from Mark to
Yeah,
do
right?
stuff when Mark ain't doing it. Because Mark's kind of hesitant because of Steven. Steven's kind of getting to Mark.
Steven
I
took
feel like
over the
Mark-
body a lot.
Right, but I feel like Mark wouldn't necessarily do a lot of like the hesitating to kill people. Like the whole part at the end when they're having the big fight scene, he's like a little hesitant
Yeah.
to the point that Steven could come out and take over the body, right? And that's his hesitation. Like, yeah, I really shouldn't just be killing all these people because some pigeon man told me to. And maybe that's why we're starting to get that third personality out. Khonshu's like, oh my gosh, come on now.
Well, it went away real quick once,
Take the buddy back! Take
yeah,
the buddy back!
that was good. Yeah. But once,
That's awesome.
Layla was in trouble, that came out real quick.
Oh, yeah, that-
Everything he got
whoa,
stabbed with,
that
he
was
used to stab other people.
That was awesome.
Right?
matter
Imagine,
of
imagine that. You're like stabbing someone. Next thing you know, they're ripping it out of their body and stabbing you, and you're
Stabbing you.
dead.
I would have given up a long time ago when he was stabbed the fourth time and it didn't stop him. I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
Okay,
I'm out.
obviously.
Chill the f out.
It was kind of cool to see Khonshu finally being nice to Steven
Yeah.
at the very end. He even threw another dig. He's like, I summon the gods and you summon a worm.
You
He
summon the
won't let me
worm.
back to body. But then he could see, like, I think Steven's knowledge, really, because he was figuring it all out.
Well, and to
And
me,
then it was,
sorry.
I was just going to say, and it was really, really cool just to see that, because I think everybody has a really emotional connection to Steven.
Yeah.
Obviously down on his luck,
Oh,
not
for
a
sure.
lucky guy, shy,
Right.
scared, and it's cool to see him kind of come up and Khonshu kind of be like, "Wow, you are useful." And all I kept thinking
Right.
the whole time is it's like a Lego video game, you know, where like different characters can do different things. Like Mark's your fighter, and
Right,
Steven's,
right,
like,
yeah.
and you have to like change to that character in the Lego game to do that.
Yeah.
It was super cool to see that, and then of course the incredible visuals at the very end there.
Yeah, it was super cool. And you you sense like a bit of sadness in Khonshu because he's like, I remember that night. It's like I remember every night. Almost like I'm cursed to be a god, you know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
but actually what I think was shown in this episode was that because there's a lot of like there's a lot of crap talked about Khonshu, I think, like in this all of this,
From the
Mark.
fans, you think?
No, I think just from the series, like Mark doesn't want to be his avatar, right?
Yeah,
But
Mark doesn't
he,
like him either.
right? But he's sitting there like, oh, guess what? I'm gonna grab your wife. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Right,
gonna
yeah.
make
He's
her my
definitely got some crap.
right. And he's talking crap to Steven and all this stuff. But in this one, he made the sacrifice for to save humanity
Greater
essentially,
good.
right? So it's just like okay, you, yeah, you might pry on the weak-minded people, but I guess you are. I guess in the end, you're doing it for.
Yeah, I was gonna say Arthur does have a pretty solid argument there in the council. Like, look at his
I
avatar.
I think Arthur's mentally unstable as well. I mean, obviously he is to
He has to
to
be because Conchi wanted him, right?
well, not only that, but he has to be to try to resurrect a god who wants to kill people
Murder.
way before they do anything.
A murder god.
Yeah, Heroes Playbook. Heard some things about episode 4. Can you rate the ending? So hesitant. Because I don't want any spoilers at all.
It's hard sometimes to.
Yeah. It's cool.
It's cool.
It's a
You
it's
like it.
it's good.
Every episode's gotten better so far. That's what I'll say.
Yeah,
Like, it's been just straight uphill for me. It's been fantastic.
yeah. Confusing. That's yeah. I guess you asked me to rate it though. Like an 8.
A minus, A plus. We made them change. You have to change too.
A minus, B plus, B plus, B plus. Yeah, there we go. So,
Marvel
oh,
have followed through and brought something different and have totally nailed it. This takes my top spot. Honestly, that's a cool way to like put it though. Like it is something
yeah.
different and they have completely nailed it. But I feel like every Disney Plus show we've gotten so far has been very unique from the norm and from each other.
I think of WandaVision.
And Loki
And
were
it,
completely different things.
yeah, and they were also kind of similar, but they were executed differently.
Right.
Because they're kind of mystical, but like Loki
Right.
with the variants and with like the TVA,
So
there's
much.
so much cool stuff. And then Wanda with the Darkhold, and the reality she created, like the TV shows. It was really really cool. And then Falcon and the Winter Soldier was very different. It was very grounded, which it
That's a
was
lot
supposed to.
more classic Marvel, I suppose, right?
Right, and then Hawkeye was meant to be like the comedy, right, where it's like, oh, let's introduce like this new character and stuff like that. It's not as serious, but
It was
had some.
almost like behind the scenes of
Right,
an
right,
average day of being an Avenger, which was kind of fun to see too.
yeah. James O'Rourke, thanks for the super chat. Did either of you think the episode was a flashback at first, like me? I don't think I did. Did you, yours?
Wasn't I could see how it might have come off that
Oh,
way,
for
but I
sure. But yeah, I don't think
because I was
I
trying to figure out what's going on. It kind of just started, and I was like,
did. Yeah.
what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
You gotta keep in mind that like Chris and I are this is our job. We're like in this. We research stuff all the
We are
time.
next
So the
level.
second stuff starts, we're just like, all right, what's really going on here? So we look pretty deep into things. Although I would say like thinking it's a flashback is looking pretty deep into things as well. So I like how you think.
Yeah, no, definitely not bad.
Ishmael, thanks for the super chat. If Khonshu's gone, Arthur loses his scepter powers. No, because he doesn't get his
No,
powers from
unrelated.
Khonshu. The scepter is from Amit. So.
Yeah, it's an unrelated power. I am curious though, and it definitely needs to be talked about. I guess the dissecting of the gods, and I think with Thor: Love and Thunder, Gore the God Butcher coming, the rumors of Bass, like this is definitely a direction Marvel's heading right now. Is MCU gods.
And it's
And
it's cooler than not cooler than it's cool that it's different than like the cosmic gods like
it's
because
different than Celestials and Eternals.
right
It's different than Thor. It's like, but how different is it than Thor? Because Thor's Norse mythology. Does Thor maybe know these gods? Is this like?
yeah
It's
I
kind of
mean
odd. It's kind
yeah
of hard, right? Like Egyptology and Norse mythology. I mean, where's Hercules gonna show up? Like these are all people who you would like Zeus would be equal to, Osiris for me.
well they do kind of cross paths in the comics and
Right.
Yeah, and then but you have different levels of like maybe not so much in the MCU, but like at some point in time, some of the Ennead gods are like, oh, the Celestials are coming back to judge Earth and probably kill Earth. What do? We need to save Earth, and it's kind of like, okay, two different gods, kind of
Right.
going at each other there. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
and
cool
that's
stuff
where
that you
we'll
could.
run into some weird path overs. Is like, did Odin disagree with Horus when they said we're not gonna be involved with man, and he just went off and controlled all 9 realms? Because like that's an even god level in my mind. Like Horus and Odin are like equals,
Yeah. I
right?
don't know
So I don't
because
know. I don't know how deep they're gonna get into that even, but
right.
there's something there. I feel.
Well, in the comics, it's interesting because what did well Khonshu, as Mark said, like you need to like something along the lines of like pay more attention to this realm, and
Hmm.
it's because and that's why they have avatars because none of them can actually be there. That's why when Khonshu was walking away, Mark was like, "Aren't you gonna come?" And he's like, "Oh, I'll be there." He's like, "I just have
Yeah,
to be there through you. Like, this is
yeah,
the
because
reason
they
no one
all
else
are.
can see me
He
but
actually
you, because I'm not
he actually
actually
called it
there."
something specific too, like the outer void or wherever they're
Right.
hiding.
So in the
What is that?
comics,
How?
they
Go ahead.
live in a place called it's called Celestial oh, I don't know, the Heliotopia, something like that. Helotopia, something like
Hmm.
that.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, I don't know how to exactly
Maybe that's
pronounce
what they're
that.
referring to
I
here
think
with the
so. I think
dark
that's
void
the
or whatever.
realm that they live in, the outer void or whatever it's
Because at
called.
some point they all got together and said, "Hey, Earth needs to do its own thing. We built the pyramids. We gave the Egyptians all this technology and stuff. We need to
Right.
not be involved." And they
Right.
left.
Well, it sounds like the humans turned on them. Because that's what he said. He's like, we didn't abandon humanity. Humanity abandoned us.
That's fair. That's very fair.
So they're like, you know what? Peace.
Yeah, do it yourself.
We're gods. We
Yeah,
don't
and then maybe
need
Odin went off
you.
to protect the 9 realms, and Bast just went and did, the Wakanda thing, and
Right.
who knows what other gods they're going to introduce if we get some Greek mythology in there.
Well,
But
that's
it does seem
another.
like we're headed in that direction.
Well, that's another point you bring up because there's clearly a statue of Bast there, the Black Panther
Right.
god, but the Avatar wasn't there. What was the Avatar doing? Who is the Avatar? Will we
Yeah.
see that in Wakanda forever?
Were all gods at one point Egyptian gods, and then they just all went their own way?
Right? Maybe. Who knows?
And they can do anything. That was what I was saying, or you were one of us was saying. I can't remember so early. Um, like Marvel can do whatever they want at this point, really. Like, yes, we have
Right.
the comics, their guideline, but I think more Phase 4 than even the Infinity Saga. They're really gonna start introducing their own personal thoughts now, and a little bit less of, hey, this is what happened in this comic book.
Yeah. And what's interesting is another reason I think the gods are kind of sus is because I think there was a scene where I saw like a bunch of other statues. And then at the end, what is he? He says something like he's tethered to this place here. I have the scene right here. Hold
I
on.
think so, yes.
He says
Like many before him.
he's tethered to this place now, like many
Like
before
many
him.
before him.
So I'm like, what are y'all doing? Just turn all these gods to stones? Like, are they all like coming up against you and rebelling? Like what? Like
Well, right. So there's
what's
this council here,
right?
and they decide who's right and who's wrong.
Right.
Like, Amit was a god, and they said, "Hey, we don't like what you're doing." Whether they were right or wrong, they get the final say, and they just. So how many other gods are there, and will they all be freed at some point? Are we gonna get like God Wars?
I think
Marvel
so.
God
I think we
Wars?
should
Like, that would be
because
super cool.
Khonshu at one point in time, thanks for reminding me, Mr. Anderson. He said that he disagreed with the gods for abandoning humanity. So it's like, okay, is that why you got banished? The other gods were like, well, screw you for like liking humanity. It's like,
Yeah, like
little sus.
humanity stopped praying to us, and Egypt fell.
Well, in some, I don't know if it's actual in the actual mythos, but isn't it like Clash of the Titans that like the gods get their powers from humans praying to them? Isn't it's something like that? I do remember like oh yeah
I'm sure
yeah
there's
in one of
definitely
them it's
someone out
like
there that
no
does
in
that.
one of them it was like don't pray to Ares, it'll summon him. I knew that much, but I think there was something about I don't know if it gives him powers or something like that, but I definitely don't think that's how it is in the MCU. I just wonder if that's
In completely unrelated news, the little boy from Adam Project's gonna be Percy Jackson.
oh cool in the
Yeah,
series.
yeah, that's a good pick.
I like it. I like it. He did a really good job.
Completely unrelated news, but hey.
Vexstar 770 didn't get some of the episode and confused. Hit me with some questions.
But it does, while we're sitting here and while I'm waiting for him to type up your question, it does beg for me the question, because of the prominent influence that gods are probably going to play in Thor. Will we have a connecting piece here come the end? Is this why we haven't gotten the trailer yet? Because we have to get to a certain Moon Knight episode that kind of introduces the gods before we get something in the trailer that will give it away.
Well, it's not episode 4, I'll tell you that much. So I hope
Well, no,
I
it's not
really
episode
I really
4.
hope we
Maybe
don't have to
5?
wait for. I don't want to wait till 5.
But
Oh.
but it is something that
Yeah.
you got Gore the God
Gore the
Butcher,
God Butcher. Yeah.
and we've got tons of rumors that we're gonna actually be seeing him going on tour, and I say that meaning attacking and trying to kill gods. Maybe this council's aware of that. Maybe this has some type of connection, especially since they are aware of other gods that aren't just Egypt gods. So I don't know. A lot of interesting points came out of this episode.
Yeah, I like the Council of the Gods. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. I don't think Bruce Banner is going to be making an appearance. Explain the episode, Vexter.
Tomorrow, when the
I'm gonna do my full breakdown tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, look out
A
for
lot
my
of
breakdown.
explanation.
That's a lot. I mean, so basically I did a different breakdown this time. I just summed it up into points, and I have 35
like
points.
an episode walkthrough. Oh,
Yeah.
No, you just
I mean, it is a walkthrough, but
does it go in order? Question mark.
it
For our
does.
rating?
No,
Okay, I was
it
gonna say-
does.
Just out of curiosity.
Why? Do you have to edit it or something?
As I said in today's stream, almost every time I go live, somebody comes in and they like reference one of your videos to me, like, "Hey, Warren talked about this," and then like explain it to me.
It's like,
And I'm like, guys, I know. The guy in YouTube that always shows up and is like, first. Yeah, no, I'm first.
that's forever Chris. Or me?
Or, well, I guess second. I'm
Me?
second.
I was gonna say something. I
Oh.
forgot.
This episode got me excited.
This is
I
my
watched
favorite
this
episode so
the first
far.
time around, because I didn't watch the third one. Warren, you watched all 4 before we went to the premiere, right? I watched. I
Yes.
didn't have them yet, so when we went to the premiere, they showed us the first 2,
Right.
and then like a couple days after I came home, I got the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I had seen the first 2. I rewatched those and then watched the third. And this one just got me really excited for the prospect of Moon Knight. It really kind of brought it all together to the Marvel sphere. And that's really what we start feeling, is that excitement that you get from new Marvel projects for me.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think of episode 4.
They all kind of merge together in my head, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to be really careful what I'm saying.
So I will say
It's late, and I don't want to mess it.
this is what I'll say about episode 4. It reminds me of Indiana Jones. Whereas I think I've been like, the first episode definitely was like the Mummy, like the
Right, yeah.
Scarab and everything. It's like, I'm like, okay, it's the Mummy, and now like episode 4, I'm like Indiana Jones for sure. Like, it's really cool. And then here's what I will say. Episode 4 takes a weird turn at some point, and you're like, what?
It will be a confusing one, I think, for a lot of people too.
Yeah, and it makes you just go like, what is really
What has all of this
happening?
been for?
Right?
What?
What is happening? And I think a lot of people are gonna be like, what the hell at the end. Chill the F out. I love how he does that. Take the
No,
money,
Stephen
take the money,
Grant.
Mark, take the money.
Yeah, take it back. Stephen Grant's friggin'.
Oh
I do
my
hope
gosh.
that at some point he gets on board, though. Like, really get on board.
Steven?
Yeah, like, up to this point, up until, like, the very end of this episode, he's still trying to go home. He's still trying to get to the airport. He's still trying to yell at Mark. Like, I hope at some point they just truly become, like, buddies and
Well,
they
it
kinda
makes-
break it out together.
Well, it makes you wonder, how's it gonna end? Who gets the body? Are they gonna share
Or
it
do they
forever?
just share it forever? Or do they lose Moon Knight and we get him back later? Like, there's a lot of possibilities for the ending of this one. It can either be really good or really bad, to be honest.
Maybe Mark/Steven dies again, and Conchu's like, I'm gonna bring you back again and be my avatar again. And next
I
thing you
feel
know,
like even more than Mark and Steven, I hope Khonshu's able to appreciate both of them and not be such a
Well,
jerk.
yeah, I mean, it was only because of Steven's knowledge that I find so funny that he learned by trying to stay up at night to keep, not knowingly, but trying to keep Mark away.
Hmm.
How he, so like Mark kind of, or he like kind of learned it because of Mark,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is funny.
They used each other in many ways, all three of them, and I guess
Oh,
all
for
four
sure.
of them.
I do think Jake's in there, and he's the one who killed
Oh,
the other
somebody's
people.
in there, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be Jake, right? Like, unless they created a whole new character, there's not a fourth human, is there? I only know about the three from the comics.
Jake, Steven, Mark.
Because they did the personalities different. Like Moon Knight and Mr. Knight,
Oh, they're very
they did
different. Yeah.
very different
Yeah.
from the comics. So I mean, for all we know, Jake has his own version of Moon Knight too that we don't necessarily know about. That's going to be introduced through the series. Like it's a little odd where they're headed with that. So we'll have to see what they did to change that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only really aware of Stephen Grant and Jake
Oh,
Lockley.
somebody brings up a good point. Isaac Gump. Jake Lockley probably got Steven that date then, right? Because if we know Mark's married and has this love interest,
Oh,
that's a good point.
that's a
That's
very
actually the
good
first
point.
time I've heard that.
Who was that
Jake
told you
sounds
that?
more like
I'm
his
writing
name
that
is
down.
Isaac Gump.
Gump?
Yep,
Oh,
Isaac Gump.
that's good.
Jake Lockley probably got Steven that date, and that's a very, very good point. Very, very good point. It's likely, I guess, from what we know from Steven and from Mark, Steven didn't get himself the date,
Yeah,
and
Mark's
Mark's like
married, so
married and intertwined. I doubt he's out there,
very good
trying to
point.
get
Very
some.
good point. Very good point.
That's actually probably very true. That's probably accurate.
Yeah.
He's this playboy taxi driver who can apparently really hurt people.
Well, in the comics, Stephen Grant's the millionaire, and it's like not, and he's the like he's the Bruce Wayne, and it's
Right,
definitely
and
not
they
this
kind
in
of
the
got rid of
comics.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
comics. So who knows? But what's interesting is
Felix is sleeping.
wouldn't Conchu know that there's another person? Because he's there watching it all
Well,
go
that's what I was
down.
thinking originally when we got on. It was like, does Conchu have him hidden behind to, in case Mark starts failing and pulls out him? Like that could have been the case here. But then there's
Hmm.
the whole, if he did ask this girl out on a date, Jake's been coming out too. Like it's not like he's been hitting away the whole time. He's been coming out and doing stuff too, potentially.
Right, and you think since Mark is the main person, because Mark is like, it's not the dinner, not supposed to have this guy. You think Conchu would be like, what the hell? There's another guy coming out, dude. Like, get your
Like,
crap
what are
together.
you doing? Like,
Yeah,
who are these people?
get your
And
crap
then I
together.
also wonder, like, because it's not been explained for Moon Knight, the series, yet. But are they actual different people, or is this actually a personality disorder that Mark Spector has?
Wait,
And Steven,
state that again.
is it like, are there actually three personalities? Are there actually three identities? Or has Mark Spector actually just had this identitive disorder thrown, like, to the super extreme?
I think they're one and the same.
Yeah.
I think yeah, I think those two things you just mentioned are the same. Like he's got dissociative identity disorder, which makes these different people come out.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty intense. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, all right, guys, we gotta work, but that was
Yeah, we
to
do.
me the best episode so far.
A lot of fun.
I think a lot of people are really gonna join the next episode, and then go, what the hell, in a good
Oh
way,
yeah.
not a bad way.
Yeah, we'll be here next week, like having a great chat, I think, with everybody.
James Ayers, thanks for super chat. Which personality starts next episode?
Should be Steven.
No, it starts. It starts where it left off. It starts in the desert with Steven slash Mark unconscious in the desert,
Mm-hmm.
and then one of them like just gets up, and I don't remember who it is. Can't tell you. Sorry, but it starts off with none because he's unconscious.
Yeah, starts off with a Lila.
So there you go. So, all right, guys, we're heading off. Let's refrain from super chats because I'm gonna miss them at this point. If you give me one, thank you to Mr. Anderson for being an awesome mod. Forsaken was here at one point in time too.
Haha, you
Jo-
can stop by me too.
Jonathan Cahoon, thanks for being a member. Ritwick, thanks for being a member. Ritwick, the third one would be Jake Lockley, and Jonathan. What accent will Jake have? I don't know. want to say American, maybe because Steven has a British one, Mark has an American. I'm gonna just say American. Maybe it's French, maybe it's Arabic. You
I
know?
think Mark is the main.
Yeah, Mark is definitely the main guy. So, but yeah, check out Mr. Anderson's channel if you haven't. He started a channel. He just put that link down there. Check out Chris over at Cosmic Culture. I'm Warren.
Check out Warren if you
I
haven't.
I have
Check out Warren.
Cosmic Wonder. You're here now.
At this point, everybody
So
knows who
thanks for
Warren
checking
is.
me out. So yeah. Thanks to any new members who joined today, and look out for my breakdown in like 6 hours. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. Thank y'all for stopping by. Say bye to Chris.
Bye.
Bye. And oops, nope. Go away. All right, everybody. Thank you for stopping by the stream today. Love doing these. Ismail Montoya, episode 4 did not have a post credit that I saw, so maybe 5 and 6. 6 probably will. You know, Marvel doesn't do anything, end anything without having a post credit, but I didn't see anything in 4, so we'll see. See ya, Ritwick. Thanks for stopping by. Mr. Anderson, thanks so much. Forsaken, thank you. Bye, Sue. Bye, everybody. Appreciate y'all stopping by.